When I found out my dad was sick, I just couldn't believe it because he's such a healthy person. He's always told me that he's gonna live to be 100.
When I first found out I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, I was just dumbfounded. And the second thing that went through my mind is, this isn't fair. Once I got over the initial shock of learning what I had, I immediately set my goal to beating it.
Multiple myeloma is a bone marrow cancer that until recently had a rather poor prognosis in many patients. Thanks to research and new discoveries and new therapeutics over the past decade, the survival has almost tripled in duration. And for many patients, myeloma has now become a chronic disease. The reason we conduct medical research at Mayo Clinic is to offer solutions for our patients and hope for our patients. But we see it as one of the integral elements of what we do here: patient care, research, and education.
Mayo Clinic's commitment to medical research is a long strand in its historical DNA. Conducting research in Rochester, Minnesota, Scottsdale, Arizona, Jacksonville, Florida, the Mayo Clinic Health System, and partners nationally and internationally, Mayo Clinic continues to be a pioneer in a wide range of medical research, encompassing laboratory and applied research and clinical trials. Mayo Clinic's emphasis on a collaborative approach to research is unique among its peers.
One of the most refreshing things for me when I originally arrived at Mayo Clinic 13 years ago was that, in contrast to where I'd been previously, every individual I ever approached to discuss a potential research collaboration was interested and receptive and willing to bend over backwards to try and help out make something work.
Conducting medical research at all Mayo Clinic campuses and across all medical specialties, from cancer and diabetes to neurology and organ transplant, today's research often becomes tomorrow's therapy.
The overarching goal of my research is to take viruses and turn them into anti-cancer weapons to be used as a therapy for cancer. And so the idea behind all the work we do is, well, why not create viruses that are very specific in their ability to destroy cancer and which have no harmful effects against other tissues? I'm absolutely certain that it is going to be an important component of the armamentarium that we have for treating cancer.
Cure would be the ultimate, and that comes through research.
My own research and that of my colleagues is involved in trying to discover what are the susceptibilities in a myeloma cell that lend themselves to therapy. Once we find these using genomics and gene discovery, our goal is to find drugs which can target those susceptibilities and take them into clinical trials. I think the most important discoveries we're going to make in medical science, particularly in the field of cancer, are how we can translate genetic discoveries by sequencing the genome of everybody with a cancer. I think over the next 5-6 years, we're going to continue to see new drugs, new therapeutic approaches emerging, which improve survival and improve our ability to control myeloma over longer periods of time. So I anticipate the results of our research will be patients living much longer with much better quality of life due to these new therapies.
In addition to genomic research at Mayo Clinic, groundbreaking discoveries are being made in regenerative medicine. It's no longer science fiction to imagine a world where stem cells in the not-too-distant future will regenerate a heart, liver, or pancreas.
One of the great strengths of Mayo Clinic, and one of the reasons I work here, is that you cannot separate research from the clinical practice at this institution.
It angers me that I have it, and it angers me that it exists, and I want to wipe it off the face of the earth. And research is the only way to do this. And ultimately, I give everything they ask of me because I want this gone. I get that research is what saves people's lives, and I'm hoping it works.